Assalamualaikum everyone. Let's do our initial idea development. Today I'm going to show you guys a tutorial. So this one is the building one inspiration. I have already printed out like this. You need to just copy and paste it and print it out. And this one is like the armor one, you know, the texture. And you also need to sew this texture in this way, and you need to use for initial idea. You print it out in A4, cut and paste like this and print it out. So this one is another one. Whoever doing this subject, you know already, right? Okay, in this the figure I actually just draw, and then the head accessories and the boot I actually made it up myself. So then you need to color it, the body, just a shading. Yeah, I hope you guys already know how to shading in the figure drawing. If you don't know, it's just a simple. So you use the brush, just a shading. So the shading, you know, the figure, the shading part. Okay, if face to face I can show you guys how to draw, but here also never mind, I just record. You must have the skin color shading. Okay, okay, you see we already have our shading. We already have our shading. So the most darker part, you can use the thinner part, for example. Yeah, you can do. If you don't want to do, also never mind, but shading must done on the figure, yeah, in this way. So this is actually okay. So as I mentioned last week, you look at it, this figure, I have already done the figure. Okay, without any design, we already done the shading, we already done. You don't have to use exactly same accessories and the shoes whatsoever. If you have creative idea, please do so. This one I am just example. Hua Mulan, the armor, yeah, that's why you can see the helmet, you can see the boots and all, but I shaded the figure already done. As I mentioned last week, we need the paper glue and we need a scissor to start our initial idea. Okay, so now I'm going to give a demo how to do initial idea. Before we cut it, again I mentioned, you don't cut it exactly shape of the figure. Initial idea can be out of the box, you can cut it any other shapes. Yeah, so we have this texture which we already printed out. You can cut it in the shape or you can cut it any creative deco. Yeah, so you don't have to cut it as exactly the silhouette punya shape. You can cut it any other shape as I mentioned. So now we are talking about the armor. What will be the armor? Armor, we have very strong shoulders. Yeah, so I'm just cutting any other shape. Yeah, armor have very strong shoulder. Follow the strong shoulder, for example. Yeah, okay, then you can edit on whatever that if you want to make it the another size. Yeah, yeah, you look at it, it's already done in a halfway. So okay, you don't have to think about how to cut, where to cut at all. Yeah, so you can just start to cut and then paste. Just play with it, you don't have to stress how to do thing or what. Nothing you need to do. Yeah, so you look at that. So our first initial idea has been already made. Okay, now the second one, still the same. You can actually play around with this texture. Okay, we want to do something different but still from the same design and same concept, same idea. So you just have to cut, you just have to cut and play around. Okay, okay, you just have to play around with the texture that you have already printed. Okay, but make sure your silhouette still have to maintain from the concept that you design, from the concept that you research, meaning that this is a armor, so armor has to be armor construction and armor costume. Yeah,
Mommy, this.
don't touch it. Okay, don't touch. Okay, you can cut it, but make sure you don't cut it so small. You want to show this and that, no, just follow. You look at it, we have two different design here. You see, two different design. Yeah, but we use the same texture. So again, you have to play with it. I want to give another example. This is the building, you know, the French and Rome building. I don't have other figure which I already prepare one. So we want to cut and paste and do the same thing. So when you think about the building structure, when uh, we design a garment which inspire from the building, obviously this one is very subjective, which meaning our garment has to have the construction, yeah, meaning you need to play around with the construction side. Yeah, you don't have to, you see, uh, if I wear I don't need to use the big cut and just to same size of the body. Like for example, let's say we design a cape. Yeah, we design a cape full of a tape. Inside you can do anything else. For example, you know, the cape with a something is coming out from the cape, or maybe you can use a layered for example. Yeah, when you do, make sure you do properly. Yeah, because I'm just demo, so I'm just taking anything. For example, this is one of the example, and I'm going to give you another one example, last one. Yeah, about the building. Let's say we cut it the paper any shape. Yeah, make sure my cutting, you can see I don't have any drawing on it. Yeah, I'm just simply cutting it. Yeah, simply any other shape that I feel want to cut. Yeah, I don't have any drawing, or I don't think anything, or I don't have anything in my head. So don't cut it small piece. You see, I have cut it many pieces in here. Now let's just play, make it a fun, let's play. Okay, so now we want to make it a huge top. Yeah, and then maybe we can play around with the layers, because a building we have so many layers, right? Yes, so just take it, don't worry, because this is initial idea. We don't have no right no wrong, as long as we are following on our topics, for example. Yeah, yeah, see, sorry. Okay, so this is our second example. If you want to be very dramatic, you want to add on more on the head, you know, you want to really become like a building which is inspired your own subject matter, or you know, so you can just do it without any worries, or without any thinking of how to do, what to do, what should I do. No, you know, more dramatic is more better. Mommy, for example, you can add on the board, you know, you want to do something like a very building like that, you know, coming out all the ages, for example. Yeah, something like that. Do you understand? So I hope all of you enjoy this video, because in the video call I can't really explain while video is just facing on me. So I record this. Okay, so you look at this. Now we have our two example here. First one in here, you look at this one is all armor. Yeah, we have to inspire from armor. So we have the broad shoulders, you know, very strong edges. You can see in here also, but the both of them is doesn't look the same, but it somehow inspire, you can see is from armor. Okay, then the second one we did here is inspire from the building. Yeah, you don't have to worry, just cut it and just display and do your creativity in here. Okay, once you done all this, now the final part, we need to draw our edges. Okay, so once you already done the initial, you need to draw the line, yeah, to make sure that we can see the line of the design. Okay, so just now I say draw the line of your design, make sure it's connected. You look at this, so we know this is how does look like your design. You look at this. You look at this, see, so we can see the shape of your initial drawing in here, right? So the next one, I'm giving you another example, same thing, make sure you draw the line. This is the shoulder, extend to the shoulder. This is the hand coming out. Okay, so this one is hand coming out from here. Okay, make sure all the lines. Okay, all this, so these edges you can edit on based on your creativity. You see like a folding section in here, you see that? Okay, you see that? Look at this. This is how we come out our initial idea. Yeah, this is another example. After you done the cut and paste for your initial idea, draw and join the lines of your design. Okay, okay, for example, this is the shoulder, yeah, and then how the shoulder is related. So when you do the pattern, at least your lecturer know how the pattern looks like is. Yeah, for example, you have a gather in the behind. Okay, and another one is also the same. Okay, you draw all the way to join the lines of our design. Yeah, so this is how does look like, and then yeah, for example, you see, so this is how our design look like now. Do you look at this? Okay, if you want to add on some of the part, for example like this, you can add on, so we know the shape how does look like. Yeah, now you can see the design itself. You can see the design line now. Okay, this is how we do. Yeah, okay, once you already done the joining the line and you already done the idea and touch up, you can actually color it based on your texture itself. Yeah, now the second one, the how actually you can transfer these lines to the behind, it is your own creativity. Yeah, how it does work I don't know, but we have to figure it out by our own initial thinking. For example, yeah, let's say this is huge shoulder. Okay, this is the behind. Yeah, because we are talking about the armor. Okay, this is the behind. This is the behind of the your armor. Okay. Okay, so we can join based on what we see. Okay, based on what we see, you can actually transfer whatever line that you see on your behind. Yeah, there is, I saw in here have about like a 2 layer of sleeve. Then how are we coming out in here? It's also up to your own creativity. You understand? So basically, once we already done our initial idea, and then we already got the lines in here, you can easily transfer to your own design. Okay, but this is not easy to transfer in this way. I'm just showing you how to develop initial idea. Once you initial idea develop. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Selamat mencoba. Bye.